The music just stopped. I'm so sorry to anybody who was watching the before we start screen. Yeah, we did have some cool music playing in the background. If you're watching later on YouTube, you won't have heard that. We don't want a copyright strike, but the music just suddenly stopped. It was supposed to finish the song before we started. Hi there, how's everybody doing? It's nice to see you today. I was watching another live stream last week. A streamer who I'm not naming, but a streamer who I've interacted with before, and he was saying, "So you're that guy who lives in Japan and teaches Japanese, right?" And I was like, no. And he said, "I've been lurking in your stream." And I said to him, "I'm not a teacher. I am very much a student. I'm very much bad at Japanese, and I'm trying to get good using Duolingo." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, it all makes sense now." Like, my bad Japanese suddenly makes sense. So, yeah, if anyone is here for the first time, if you're watching for the very first time today, yeah, I'm not good at Japanese. I'm trying to get good, and I'm hoping that you can get good together with me. So let's begin, shall we? Welcome to my Japanese language learning live stream, where I am trying to figure out if I can get good at Japanese just using apps like Duolingo. We are, as always, being recorded live on twitch.tv/Anthony Kelly Yip. And if you are watching live, then feel free to drop down into the comments and say hello, like Pikachu Winchester has down there. Pikachu is there. If you are watching on Twitch, you're going to get a nice little Pokémon walking around at the bottom of the screen. But if you can't watch live, that's totally fine, because this will be uploaded later on to youtube.com/AnthonyKel Yip. I've been quite bad at doing YouTube uploads recently, because I'll record this first, and then I have to upload it to YouTube, and I have to write a description, and I have to do a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, I had fallen behind, but I'm up to date now. So starting this week, I will be uploading this every Tuesday, Hong Kong time, to YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, hi. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming. I would like to give an extra special thank you to our latest new follower, Silver Ore. Thank you for following. I think it was last week. Thank you, Captain Britain, for resubbing. And thank you to Pink Ranger 007 for cheering those bits. But it doesn't matter where you're watching or where you are following. I appreciate you all the same. I mean, have a look over here. We now have, 148 subscriptions on YouTube? That's a bit scary. And 120 on Twitch. My plan is for those numbers to be exactly the same. So if you are watching on YouTube, feel free to unsubscribe and to follow me over on Twitch so that we can get those numbers exactly the same and everything can be neat and tidy. Anyway, let me just jump into... I just wanted to show you guys... Where are we? Hold on a second. I'm just hoping that all of this is actually going to come through on the screen. We are going to try to get some audio. Hopefully this will work. Pikachu Winchester helped us last week to actually get the audio working properly. So let's see. Hopefully we'll be able to get audio out of this very, very soon. If you are watching for the first time, we are going to be learning Japanese with Duolingo later on in the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, I will put the time codes in the bottom. So if you want to miss all of this rigmarole at the beginning, then feel free to jump over to the Duolingo stream. But I suggest that you stay here just a little bit longer, because we have to do things like Ramune rankings. Ramune rankings. I'm just going to kind of like jump into show and tell. Okay. Very quickly. You may know that I have been trying as many different flavors of Ramune as possible over the past few months. And there are a whole bunch of different flavors. I believe I've tried them all. I've certainly tried all of these: peach, lemon, grape, apple. I was in the supermarket and I found some flavors of Ramune that I had never seen before. Some of them are scary. Look at this. Now, I looked at that, and from a distance I was like, oh, is it some kind of orange flavor? Look at that. That's like a sea urchin. What the hell kind of flavor is that for lemonade? Sea urchin flavor. I mean, I don't know if that's a joke. I did not dare to buy sea urchin flavor ramen, partly because I'm vegetarian and sea urchins are animals, right? But like, how do they even like? Do they make this with real sea urchin juice? How would you do it? You can't squeeze it. The spikes would get you in the hand. Um, Sea urchin flavor ramen. And from the same company, they've got this. There we go. This is what I bought. Not sea urchin. It honeysuckle flavor. Now, I know that honeysuckle. There we go. We're back. I know that honeysuckle is a fruit. I don't think that I have ever tried honeysuckle. It doesn't look that appetizing. If you like Google the fruit honeysuckle, it looks like a very sad grape. But we do have honeysuckle flavor ramen. I'm ready for this to taste disgusting. In part because it's from the same company that brought you amazing flavors like sea urchin. Let's try this. Hold on a second. So I've never tried a honeysuckle. Honeysuckle in Japanese is what is it? Hasukapu. Hasukapu. I think that's actually the English name of this kind of honeysuckle. Let me just give you a quick Google. And while I'm doing this, let me just make sure that we are streaming Duolingo. We're not streaming the wrong stream again. Anthony Kelly streaming Duolingo. Okay. Haskap. Haskap. Haskap is honeysuckle. Okay. This is Haskap flavor ramen, and it smells like. Oh my goodness. This drink has no right smelling this good. Like, I don't know what sea urchin flavor would smell like. It's got like a grapiness to it, I guess. It smells nice. Pikachu Winchester says, oh, wow, hold on a second. I haven't done Duolingo last week since I found a job. You found a job? Well done, you. Are you going to be extra busy these days? Don't worry, take your time. Duolingo will still be here on your day off, so don't worry about doing it every day. How do you open the drink? It doesn't show you on the bottle here. So basically, when you buy a Ramune drink, let's be careful, I don't want to spill this live on stream again. There is a little plastic stopper at the top of it, and it's all wrapped up in plastic. So there's like a cellophane thing around the outside of it, and you take off the plastic on the outside, the film from the outside, and you get this little piece of plastic that you push into the bottle. You push it in. Now there is a reason why you never see me do it live on stream, and that reason goes back to our very first Ramune ranking, or the second one. One of them, when I opened it live on stream, and it exploded everywhere because it's fizzy, right? So I pushed in the plastic thing, and the ball here, as you know. Hold on, can we get close to this? There's a little ball inside here. You see that little ball? There we go. That ball starts off up here at the top. The ball is what kind of like stops it. The ball is the stopper for the drink. When you push the ball in, if you're not careful, the contents of the drink will fly out like a fountain. So yeah, that actually happened to us on stream a while back, and it was messy. And my wife was angry. So we don't do that anymore. Right now, every time I open Ramune, I go into the kitchen, I pop it in the sink, I get a cloth, and when I push in the stopper, I cover the whole thing with a cloth and push it in and hold it down. Most of the time, it doesn't explode. Every now and then, you can feel it trying to explode. And if it does that, like at least it's in the sink. right? And at least I've got a cloth covering up. So yeah, you do need to be a little bit careful opening Ramune bottles. My advice is either open them in the kitchen or the bathroom, or open them in a restaurant where you don't have to clean the table. No, sorry. If you are opening these in a restaurant, especially like in a lot of places, a Japanese restaurant might be the only place that you can find ramen. So if you are in a Japanese restaurant and you are opening one of these drinks, be careful. Hold it down. Don't let it explode. It smells good. Is this going to be one of those flavors? Like, I'm not prepared for this to taste good. I don't like the design of the bottle. I don't particularly like it. The name honeysuckle sounds bad. Smells nice. And it tastes like that this is one of the sweeter ramenes that I've tried. It's almost syrupy. You can hear that. Hold on.
Remember, hydrate or die.
I am hydrating. Oh my goodness. I was not prepared for this to taste nice. This is actually one of the better ramenes that I've tried. I don't know how high up it's going to go in the ramene rankings. Like right now, just by default, it's at the bottom. If you recall from our many weeks of ramen testing, my favorite ramen is still the strawberry from Hata, with the peach here from Setochi Hakuto coming second. But this is good ramen. Like we'll find out by the end of this, but this unknown brand, not bad. Like I'm not going to rush out to buy sea urchin flavor or anything. Seriously. Maybe they know something that I don't. Maybe whoever this company is, maybe they know something about sea urchins that I simply don't know. So there you go. That's what I've seen over the last week. And that's kind of like all I've got for show and tell. Oh, besides, I just wanted to show you a couple of channels that I've been following on YouTube that I think are helping with my Japanese language learning. And it's kind of interesting because I'm enjoying watching these more than the Japanese language learning channels, says the person who kind of has a Japanese language learning channel. Okay. So I've been watching this one, Mugu Mogu. Mugu Mogu is Maru, the cat. And Maru is an internet celebrity cat. He's been doing videos. His owner / caregiver has been making very high quality cat videos for a very long time. And they do actually have Japanese and English titles within it. And it's quite good. It's quite good for learning Japanese. And I had been watching this channel for years, not actually paying attention to the Japanese and the English. But yeah, you can check out this channel. Maru the Cat is quite good. You can also check out Gamer Grandma. Here she is playing Resident Evil Village. And Gamer Grandma, I think that they have English subs on that one as well. But she's great. She is 80-something years old, I believe. And she plays things like GTA and Resident Evil and things like that. So if you have spare time, please go and give Gamer Grandma a follow. And you can learn some Japanese that way. Okay. I'm still enjoying this this ramune. But anyway, I wanted to show you something today. And this is something that we've had a look at before, but I wanted to have a closer look at this. And this is NHK Web News, NHK News Web Easy. And it sounds like they're just like throwing words at you. NHK News Web Easy. NHK News Web Easy is a website with news from NHK, the public broadcaster in Japan. But this is designed specifically for students. And I think it's designed specifically for like overseas students. But the cool thing about this, and I'm just going to click into this article here. Over here, they've got a few extra things. So if you look here, they actually have what they call furigana, the hiragana characters that give you the pronunciation for the kanji underneath. So if there is a kanji word that you don't know, you can see how to pronounce it here. And you can turn that off. You see? We can turn it on and we can turn it off. So like if you wanted to try reading it first without the furigana, you could do that. Another thing is that they highlight some of the vocabulary in different colors. So if you look here, then they've got like green for people's names, orange for place names, and blue for country names. So here we have blue, which is a company or an organization. Orange here would be a place name, and it looks like there are no people names here. So what I wanted to do today for you kind people, I'm gonna try to actually read the news. Bear in mind, my Japanese is terrible, and I have never seen this article before. So I am going to try to read the news. Are you ready? こんにちは。今日のニュースです。Oh my goodness. I'm going to try to read the news. Do I look like a newsreader now? はい、こんにちは。今日のニュースです。新しい電気 How do you say car? It's kuruma, right? But that's not kuruma. 新しい電気 car. 新しい働りながら something then できる車 no something Hold on a second. Let me turn on the furigana. Okay. Oh, it's not. Yeah. 新しい電気。Oh, 自動車。走り。to go. ながら。充電できる車。I got that one right. No. 研究。Okay. 新しい a new 電気自動車 a new electric car 走りながら充電できる車の研究 I don't know what that means. Wait, hold on a second. Let's see if we can Google Translate that sentence. So there's a new electric car. I've got that much. A new electric car. Going electric cars something. Let's Google Translate that. Research. One of those words was research on new electric vehicles that can be charged while running. Oh, so a car that charges while going? Okay, let's keep going. I don't know how to say this part. Okay. デイカオの環境のために Okay, I don't know how to say those words. 電気ではたる車の something をする大学や会社が something 得ています。Okay, I don't know what that means. I didn't pronounce any of that right. Let's just get some furigana. Okay. チャッキ 究 the world 地球の環境 environment のために I don't know. The world's environment something 電気で走る車の研究 Oh, I think Kenkyu is research. They said that at the top, right? The car research. をする大学 we said that correctly. Yeah. 会社 I thought it was 会社 but it says 会社 in the hiragana. が増えています Still don't know. okay. Hiragana off. 東京大学 I can read that. 東京大学のグループは is it 働し is to go. I'm not sure whether I'm mixing that up or not. りながら charging できる車の research をしています。something 気を out すと北海道のと or something I've seen that word before てすの上をコイル Oh no, this one says コハワがついた車が当たると天気ができます。Oh my goodness. 振り仮名 on. 東京大学 Tokyo University. I'm here by the way. 東京大学 Oh wow, hold on. Okay, if I click the underlined word, it tells me other things here. So this one was グループ which is group. 東京のグループは The Tokyo group said グループ right? 走る I keep saying 新しい走りながら充電 is to charge something 充電 and it's super hot in here. Why is it so hot? I will get that aircon in a second. 充電できる車の研究をしています。This is terrible. Don't get your news from Anthony. 地気を出す道 I thought it was like 北海道と道を作ってその上をコイルがついた車が走ると電気ができます。ありがとうございます。I don't know what's going on here. Okay then. So I think this is something about a group at Tokyo University who are researching charging electric cars while they're running. Maybe like a trolley bus. But I'm not sure about a lot of this. Can we do a very quick Google Translate for the whole thing? Okay. Google Translate says nothing. It says nothing. Come on. Due to the global environment, an increasing number of universities, I didn't even get that, and companies are researching cars that run on electricity. A group at the University of Tokyo is researching a car that can be charged while driving. If you make a way to generate magnetism and a car with a coil runs on it, you can generate electricity. Okay. And I think we should be able to hear this. Hold on a second. Now, you've heard my pronunciation. Let's hear what the NHK man or lady sounds like. Why is there no sound? Come on. Atarashi. I knew that word. Okay, start now. Capture. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Back to the beginning. Ah! It's not playing the audio. Okay, I'll play it into the microphone.
新しい電気自動車走りながら充電
Hashiri.
車
Okay.
地球電気で走る研究する
We don't have to listen to that whole thing, do we? Because I've already said it, and I said it just as well as she did. Okay then, guys. Hold on just a second. We're going to get back to our Duolingo in just a second. But thank you for joining me for today's news. Okay, hold on. I'm just very quickly going to check. I'm just very quickly going to check the air conditioning because it is so... Sorry for dropping you. Sorry for dropping you. And we are back. I hope you can still hear me. If there's any problems with the microphone, please tell me because I just dropped the headset on the floor. How are we doing? Is Mikachu still here? Can you still hear me? I did drop this. Because we are about to begin some Duolingoing. Okay, the Durandi has completed a 7-day streak. Well done, Durandi. I'll send that to you. Thank you for playing Reacting Wii music. I do love this very, very relaxing music. If you ever played the Nintendo Wii, way back in the day, yeah, we used to, that used to be on the Me homepage, I think. Remember with all those little Nintendo Wii characters walking around and being friends? But thank you so much for the relaxing Wii music. I do feel relaxed now. Hi, Bobo, right? Hi, Bilbo. Hi, Bilbo. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, then. Now, if you've been with us before, you will know that I kind of got a little bit stuck on Duolingo. And my being stuck was kind of just like I was doing a lot of new topics at the same time, I think. And it was, I felt like I wasn't absorbing as much as I previously did while Duolingoing. So I decided to go back to the beginning and to heal all of the broken topics. So we've already done checkpoint 1. I've been practicing checkpoint 2 this week. And I'm just going to slowly kind of like work my way down again to make sure that I haven't forgotten this stuff. Even though it says that I don't need to do family 1, that's what I'm going to start with. Because I do want to kind of like slowly get back to where we were. So this is kind of revision, I guess. We are reviewing family 1. Are you ready? And is the sound going to come out? We need sound. Okay, according to this, sound copy is working. So let me just check. We should be able to play some sound here.
私
Okay, that's coming out. Did you hear that, guys? And how is the sound? Listen again.
私
That should be coming through at your end. So it's just the NHK thing where the sound doesn't actually come through. Okay, then. Let's get back to work. And we are going to jump into Duolingo. We've done checkpoint 2. Family. Hard practice. I haven't looked at this in months. Okay, then. Duolingo is the world's
家族
largest
は何
community.
人いますか
Kazoko is family, right? 何人いますか? How many relatives do you have? Kazoku, is that right?
家族は何人いますか
Kazoku wa 何人いますか? I think that's right. How many relatives do you have? How many people are in your family? Oh, okay. So not relatives, 家族. Your family. 家族は your family は何人いますか? How many people are in your family? 3人? Is that how you say it? 3人います? Maybe? My father has 8 siblings. I can't really remember how to do these. I shouldn't have done hard practice. I should have done easy practice. My father has 8. So my father has 8 siblings. Chichi no haha. Chichi is father, right? Haha is mother. But my father, would we say Chichi? Or would we call him Otosan? Is that right? Otosan, maybe. Or just Chichi. Okay, we're gonna say Chichi. Wa. Chichi wa 兄弟が8人います。Maybe? Maybe? 父は兄弟。父は兄弟。I haven't done this in a long time. が8。I think we might have to write this in kanji, just in case. Where is the kanji for hachi? I can't see it. There's too many characters. Oh, there's hachi. Okay. 父は兄弟をが兄弟が8。Oh, there it is. 8人? Is that right? います。What do you think, guys? 父は兄弟が8人います。Am I pronouncing this wrong? Is this all messed up? It's right, but I'm not sure about my pronunciation. Like, I'm not sure whether I should say hachi or use another word. Okay, let's keep going.
彼女のお兄さんは小学5年生です。
彼女のお兄さんは What was that again?
彼女のお兄さんは小学5年生です。
Okay, I understood that. 彼女のお兄さんは小学5年生です。彼女のお兄さん。Her brother is a 5th grader. Her brother is a... Oh, no, 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 no. They want older brother. Onisan is just for older brother. Her older brother is a 5th grader. 彼女のお兄さんは小学5年生です。私のお姉さんはoffice person. They are sisters. Now, brothers is 兄弟. How do you say sisters? Is it 姉妹? 姉妹? 彼女. They? How do we say they? Does anybody remember how to say they? Oh, no. あなた、彼たち彼女たち that doesn't sound right. 彼から I can't remember how to say they. Hi, Bilbo says 彼ら Okay, we're going to write 彼ら Thank you so much, Bilbo. 彼らは姉妹 How do we say 姉妹 Something. I'm getting mixed up with Cantonese here. Now, in case you don't know, I live in Hong Kong and we speak Cantonese here. And sister is 姊妹in Cantonese. I can't remember what it is in Japanese. Yeah. 兄弟、兄弟 sisters. Oh dear. Oh dear. Wait, I can cheat. I can cheat. Let me have a think here. Younger sister. Now we have otosan. Oh, I can't even remember what younger sister is. It's there. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Younger sister is お父さん、弟、妹、妹。Okay, we got the younger sister. 妹. And how do you say older sister? 姉. Ane? There, right there. That's older sister. So if I use those two together, that should be right. 彼らは older sister, younger sister です。彼女たちは姉妹です。彼女たちは a group of girls. 彼女たちは姉妹です。So the problem was they. I'm not going to blame you, Bilbo. I didn't know the answer either. 彼女たちは姉妹です。Oh, 姉妹です。She, not G. Oh, that's what it is. 姉妹です。彼女たちは姉妹です。Okay, we'll get that later. My parents live in Japan. Oh, wow, I forgot. Did you hear that? I've got a Google Home speaker. And it just translated the answer for me. My parents live in Japan. Okay. My Google Home speaker just gave me the answer to the question. 私の That must be my Japanese pronunciation. My 私の両親は日本に住んでいます。私の両親は日本に住んでいます。My parents live in Japan. 私の両親はイギリスに住んでいます。Okay. 私の両親は日本に住んでいます。I am her younger brother. 私は彼女の弟です。Maybe? 私は彼女の弟です。私は彼女の弟です。We got it right. I feel like I've got to practice family a lot more. I'm not, none of these are fresh in my mind at all. My father and mother are from Osaka. 父と母は大阪出身です。Is that right? 父と母 Oh, I got to wrong. 父と What happened to 母父と母は父と母は大阪父と母は大阪出身です。Is that right? 父と母は大阪出身 No. 出身 No. How do we write 出身 Shu. Oh, is it shu? Minitsu? Shin? Oh, shushin. Okay, then. So it's sh, shu, minitsu, shin. Chichi to haha wa Osaka shushin desu. I think that's right. It is. We're doing well. 3 in a row. Okay. Chichi to haha wa Osaka shushin desu. Chichi to haha wa Igirisu shushin desu. My parents are from Tokyo. Oh, not chichi to haha. This one would be ryoshin. Ryoshin. Parents. Ri, yo, u, shin. Ryoshin. Watashi no ryoshin. Will that sound better? Watashi no ryoshin. Okay. Watashi no ryoshin wa. What was it? From Tokyo. Oh, how do you write Tokyo? To, u, Kyo, u, Tokyo, shu, minitsu, shin desu. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Watashi no ryoshin wa Tokyo shushin desu. My parents are from Tokyo. Watashi no ryoshin wa Igirisu shushin desu. Watashi mo Igirisu shushin desu. Ima Hong Kong ni sunde imasu. Okay, let's keep going. This is starting to come back to me now, but I'm pretty sure that I can't remember aunties and uncles and grandparents and any of that vocabulary. She has 4 older sisters. 彼女は、彼女はお姉さんが4人います。Maybe? Okay, let's have a look. 彼女。彼女。彼女は、what was it? Older sisters. お姉さん。彼女はお姉さんが4人。Should I write 4 in kanji just in case Duolingo is being weird? 4. I think I should. Like the number of times that we've been doing Duolingo and you've written the number, I've written the number as a number, and Duolingo has turned around and been like, nope, we need you to write this in kanji right now. By the way, not bad. Not bad at all. 彼女は、お姉さんが4人います。And it's います not あります。Yay! 彼女はお姉さんが4人います。I'm not sure whether 4人 is the correct pronunciation there. Hopefully we'll find out later. Okay, you're making this look easy. Really? He has 3 older brothers. 彼は It's the same as the last one. He has 3 older brothers. 彼らお兄さんが3人います。Okay. 彼 not 彼は彼ら彼はお兄さんがWhat did I just write? I just wrote devil. Can you see that? That word means ghost, right? Hold on a second. Oni I san. There we go. 彼はお兄さんが3 Hold on, I'll just add the ga first. 3人います。 OK。彼は、お兄さんが3人います。We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Should I get closer to you? Like, it won't affect the sound or anything, but I feel like I'm really far away. Okay. Can your parents speak English? お両親は英語が話せますか? Oh, no. It's ご両親. ご両親. I remember ご両親 is like a nice way of saying, like a polite way of saying your parents, right? ご両親. Right? It's a cot with a dakten. ご両親は英語が話せますか? 話せます。話せますか? ますか? Is that right? ご両親は英語が話せますか? I'm not sure if that's right. I'm going to try this. And it's right. Hooray. Okay. ご両親は英語が話せますか? Okay. Can your parents speak English? Hey. My parents can speak English. How many people are in your family? Oh no. 家族は何人いますか? 家族 Is that right? It's giving me the answer. 家族は家族は I'm going to use what? 何人? Oh, I wrote something wrong. Okay. 家族は何人いますか? 家族は何人いますか? We're doing surprisingly well here. Hi, Bilbo says 7 in a row. You can't be stopped. 8 in a row. I am his younger sister. 私は Now that you've said that, I'm going to get this wrong. 彼の私は彼の妹です。私は彼の妹私は彼の妹です。I can't be stopped. 9 in a row. 私は彼の妹です。I am his younger sister. Okay. Are they sisters? We know how to say this now. This one is 彼女は姉妹ですか? Right? 姉妹。彼女は姉妹。There we go. We can write this now. No. 彼女たちは姉妹ですか? 彼女たちは姉妹ですか? We got this. We absolutely got this. Okay, let's keep going. You're making this look easy. I know, right? Hi, Pilbo said, I thought you were going to lose the streak for a second. Were you looking at that thinking, I know what the right answer is? I'm just going to let him get it wrong. Okay. I am her younger sister. We've done this, right? 私は彼女の Oh, before we did, I'm his younger sister, right? I can't remember. 私は彼女の私は彼女の妹です。私は Oh, I should change it to kanji. Hold on. 私は彼女の妹です。I am her younger sister. 私は彼女の妹です。私は彼女の妹です。Did I not do that? Did I miss the su? No. Rip streak. I have 7 younger sisters. You watch, this is going to go from a win streak to a lose streak right now. I have 7 younger sisters. 私は妹が7人 Is it 7人 ?7 人います。私は妹がI'm going to change that. 私は妹が7 or 7 I want to the kanji. 私は妹が7人います。I've got the す。私は妹が7人7人います。Got it right this time. Streak of 1. Her older brother is a 5th grader. Now, 5th grader, that is language that like I hear on TV. Because in the UK, we would never, we didn't call kids like 1st graders or 2nd graders. We don't say that in Hong Kong either, unless you're in an international school. But I think we have to say like a 小学5年生です, right? Her older brother, 彼女の older brother, お兄さん。彼女のお兄さんは、小学5年生です。How do you write 小学学小学5年生です。OK。彼女のお兄さんは小学5年生です。Her older brother, I'm being extra careful now, is a 5th grader. Yeah, hey. Okay then. Yeah. Oh, so we just say in something grade over here being Australia. Yeah, in 1st grade, in 2nd grade, in 3rd grade. But I've heard people talk about a 1st grader, like on American TV and things. In Hong Kong, like if you're in primary school, so like in America, they might say elementary school. In Hong Kong, we would have primary school, and people would say, oh, I'm in primary 1, primary 2, primary 3. And if you were in secondary school here, they would say that you're either in secondary 1. That's like the official terminology. But a lot of people wouldn't say that. They would say that they were in form 1, form 2, form 3 when they're in secondary school. And then it goes all the way up to form 6 here in Hong Kong. In the UK, we talked about year 1, year 2, all the way up to year 13 I think, right now. Okay, my father and mother are fine. Fine, as in like genki. Genki, maybe. Watashi no chichi to haha wa genki desu. I got a message. No, I got a missed call from my mother. I don't know if she's watching. She wouldn't be watching right now, but she might watch later on. I got a missed call from my mother this morning, and the time back in the UK would have been like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., I think. Like really early, earlier than my mother would normally call me. And she normally wouldn't call me on a Monday either. And I was about to go live, and I saw this missed call, and my heart just dropped because, like, you suddenly get a missed call at a strange hour. And, like, I was sending my mother messages like, is everything okay? She was like, yeah, just press the wrong button. Sorry, I accidentally called you. And I was so relieved. So relieved. So, watashi no haha wa genki desu. Watashi no. True story. Watashi no 父と母は元気です。父と母は、は元気です。私の父と母は元気です。私の父と母は元気です is wrong. The correct answer is
父も母も元気です。
isn't that the same thing? 父と母は my father and mother. 父も母も my father and mother. Isn't that the same thing? Anyone in the chat? Hi Bilbo says I think they're both right. Let's just have a look to see what it says in the forum. Okay. So, 父も母も元気です. Why are we using mo instead of to? This is a little bit wrong. Okay. 父と母も. No. I don't say that. 父も母. I'm just looking here. Okay. 父と母は元気です means dad and mom are fine in the context of them being fine on their own. It doesn't mean that they're divorced, but they are both fine. This one is fine and that one is fine. But 父も母も means that they are both fine. But it didn't say both. It just said my father and mother are fine. I think that my answer should have been accepted. That's what I think. I don't know why Streamlabs put a $sign in front of don't subscribe to Anthony's ! YouTube channel. Talis says that I'm right. Shall we report this? Why is Streamlabs thinking about the dollars? We don't get any dollars for YouTube subscriptions. Hold on a second. My Streamlabs bot just threw a $sign into the screen. And is it going to do that again and again for other things? Give me just a second while I talk to Streamlabs for a second. Cloud bots. Timers. YouTube. There is no $sign here. Where did that come from? I don't know where that came from at all. That's weird. It's just added a $sign in front of the message. But yeah, if you want to listen to my bot that's gone weird, I do actually have a YouTube channel, ! YouTube. And normally on the YouTube channel, I will upload these videos. So as kind of like a record of everything that I've streamed. But I also do some other videos as well. So like just recently, I've done some YouTube Shorts videos, and I'm just kind of like playing around with that, doing some highlights and things. And sometimes I will do some Pokemon Go videos or some videos just walking around in Hong Kong as well. So yeah, if you would like to subscribe to the YouTube channel without that $sign that Streamlabs for some reason put there, then feel free to go to youtube.com/Anthony Kelly Yip as well. I'm going to report a problem here. The problem is my answer should have been accepted. What's my evidence? Tallis tells me that I'm right. So it must be true. His older sister is a college student. Again, in the UK, we would understand that college means university, but we wouldn't necessarily use the word college and university interchangeably as they might be in American English. Because like when I was younger and we talked about like colleges, that would often mean things that were below degree level as well. So like if you were going to get like a diploma or something, or if you were studying for A levels, you might go to a sixth form college in the UK. And in universities, they might have the college of this or the college of that. But if someone said they were going to college in the UK, I don't think that you would necessarily know that they were talking about university. In my experience, I haven't been there for a long time. I could be wrong. His older sister is a college student. 彼のお姉さんは大学生です。Right? 彼のお姉さん、お姉さんは大学生です。Don't forget the す。Okay. 彼のお姉さんは大学生です。I think that's right. It is right. How many in a row? One in a row? I am his younger brother. 私は彼の弟です。Right? 私は彼の弟です。Don't forget the す。I'm going to go back and watch the video and see whether I actually typed the す or not. I thought that I did. I thought that I typed す before. 私は彼の弟です。We got it right. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. 2 in a row. They are sisters. 彼女たちは姉妹です。Right? 彼女たちは姉妹です。Okay. 彼女たちは姉妹です。We got this now. We've got this. We've got this. I am her younger sister. 私は彼女の妹です。私は彼女の妹です。Is this one that I got wrong before? Is this one where I forgot the des? Okay. 私は彼女の妹です。I should read it every time before I hit submit. I should read it one more time to make sure that I've got it right. My father and mother are fine. 父も母も元気です。父も母も元気です。父も母も元気です。Don't you dare say this is wrong. Dun dun. Okay. Practice complete. This just goes to prove that I need to practice family more. 28-week streak, guys. 28-week streak. We're doing really well. Okay, let's have a look. What time is it here? 今、香港は2時半頃に です. Okay. We've got family 1 here. There's family 1 and family 2. And what I'm thinking of doing over the coming week is just like focusing on family 1, family 2, family 1, family 2. Yeah, I might get bored with it, but I think that is a good idea to make sure that I know all the family words, I guess. And yeah, what I think that in the coming week, I will keep doing family and I will keep practicing checkpoint 2. And checkpoint 2 isn't that hard, but it's got counting in it, and I'm not very good at counting. So yeah, I think that I will keep doing family and checkpoint 2 over the coming week. Shall we jump to family 2? I haven't even finished family 2 yet. Like, my original plan was to review everything that I've already done, but like family 1 and family 2 should be quite closely related to each other. And I've level 5'd everything up to family 2, even though I'm not good at it, but I've level 5'd them. So far on Android, we don't have level 6 yet, but yeah, I'm going to do family 2. I'm going to do family 2. Ordinarily, when we do these live streams, like, we will vote on which units to do and things like that. But for now, I'm just sticking with what I'm reviewing. So let's jump onto family 2 and see if this is crazy difficult or not. Wait, hold on a second. Maybe I should come out of family 2. Oh, I was going to say I should look at the tips page first. There is no tips page. So we're going to jump straight into this and see how we are doing. I'm going to quickly hydrate first. Okay, then. Let's keep going. Okay. Sambo?
散歩
Sambo? It's like walking, maybe? What was the next word? Something ko, maybe? Musko?
息子
Musko? What was musko? Musko? I can't remember these words. Narai.
習い
I can't remember if musko is like niece or daughter or son. No, daughter is musme. Musko should be son. Musme is daughter. And the reason that I remember musme, morning musme. That's why I remember. Morning musme. Kazoku,
親戚
shinseki. Come on, kanji. Musme.
娘
Shinseki is relatives, right? Relatives. Okay, then. So, narai,
習い
to study. Narai. Musko,
息子
son, boy, maybe? Shinseki,
親戚
relatives, I think. Sanpo,
散歩
is that to go for a walk? And musme,
娘
as in that girl group. Morning musme. I don't even know why I know a little bit about that. I was never a fan. I remember there was one Morning Musme song years ago with all of the girls on a train introducing themselves one by one, and I don't know how I stumbled upon that. I might have seen like a TV show with them in and then Googled them and heard that song, and it was such an earworm that I've still got it in my head 15 years later. Okay.
娘は9歳です
Musme wa kyusai desu. My daughter is kyusai, 9 years old. 9 years old. I said 9 years old and I didn't press it. Let's keep going. Okay. Ue?
歌
Uta. Utai. Uta. Uta is a song. Musko.
息子
Musme.
娘
Shinseki.
親戚
And kaki.
柿
Okay. Uta is a song.
歌
Musko is son.
息子
Shinseki is relative.
親戚、
Musume is daughter.
娘、
And kaki is to draw, paint, draw. One of them.
柿、
Kaki.
息子は3歳です。
Musuko wa 3歳です。My son is 3 years old. 息子は17歳です。Okay. My son is 3. Don't forget to actually write the age. Years old. 息子は3歳です。息子は3歳です。Are you and she relatives? あなたと彼女は親戚ですか？ Maybe? あなたと彼女あなたと彼女は親戚ですか？あなたと彼女は親戚ですか？ We got that right. Okay, we're doing good. Are you and she relatives? Yep. So what would you say? Yep. 親戚ではありません Maybe?
息子さんは何歳ですか？
息子さんは何歳ですか？ How old is your son? How old is your son? 息子さんは何歳ですか？ How old is your son? 17歳です。ジョンとマリアさん。ジョンとマリアは親戚です。Oh, how do we write these katakana names? John. John? Is it a mini yo? John. Okay, I'm going to write John like this. To Maria. You've got to see her. John とマリアは親戚です。ですか？ジョンとマリアは親戚ですか？ Is that right? ええええええジョンはい。はい。マリア、はい。は、はい。親戚、はい。です。Oh, it wasn't a question. The whole thing wasn't a question. The question was, John and Maria are relatives. I wrote, are John and Maria relatives? I misread the question, guys. And I'm making a mess with my Ramune. I misread the question. Okay. The answer is yes. Yes, they are relatives. John と Maria は親戚です。Hold on, just crying over here. And wiping off the Ramune. Back to work.
娘の名前は桜です。
My daughter's name is Sakura. 娘の名前は桜です。息子の名前は、です。Okay, 娘
の
excuse me,
名前は
桜
桜です。
娘の名前は、桜です。On a previous live stream, one of our viewers said that Sakura is a pretty girl's name. Now, I wasn't sure whether they meant that it's a pretty name for a girl or a name of a pretty girl. But Sakura is only pretty like once a year, right? The rest of the time, it's not pretty. Okay. My son's name is Shigeru. 私の Oh, I don't need to say 私の I can just say 息子の名前はしげるです。息子。息子。I'm writing everything wrong. Let's start again. 息子の名前はしげるです。息子の名前はしげるです。It's not a question. It's a statement. 息子の名前はしげるです。We're doing good.
娘は8歳です。
娘は8歳です。8歳。8歳。8? 8歳。8歳。
娘は8歳です。
娘は、my
娘
daughter は
は
8歳
8歳
です。
です。
So the 8 becomes 8歳。8歳。8歳。娘は8歳です。My daughter is 8 years old. I don't have a daughter. Daughters are better than sons, though, right? He can't hear me. The boy can't hear me. Okay, then, how old is your son? 息子さんは何歳ですか? Is that right? 息子さん. Let's be polite. 息子さんは何歳ですか? Is that right? 何歳? How old? ですか? 息子さんは何歳ですか? あなたは何歳ですか?
あなたと彼女は親戚ですか？
Are you and she relatives?
あなたと彼女は親戚ですか？
あなたの彼女は親戚ですか? あなた
あなた
と彼女
彼女は
は親
親
戚
戚
ですか?
ですか？
And I think I've been confusing 家族 and 親戚, the writing of it. I'm going to have to look at that in a second. Can we write
彼
somewhere?
女は私の親戚ではありません。
Okay, I'm just going to try and write this to see how it comes out. 親戚. 親戚. Oh, 親戚 is written like that. 親戚. How about 家族? 家族. Oh, yeah, it's completely different. Okay, I'll remember that next time. Okay. 彼女は私の、hold on.
彼女は私の親戚ではありません。
彼女は私の親戚ではありません。She is not my relative. She isn't my relative. So I'm not related to her.
ジョンとマリアは親戚です。
This is the one that we got wrong before. John and Maria are relatives.
ジ
John
ョン
と
マリ
Maria
アは
は親戚
親戚です。
です。
ジョンとマリアは親戚です。
ジョンとマリアは親戚です。7 in a row. We're doing good.
息子の名前はシゲルです。
息子の名前はシゲルです。My son's name is Shigeru. Excuse me. This scary Ramune has got a lot of bubbles in it. My son's name is Shigeru. 彼女は私の娘です。彼女は私の娘です。
娘は5歳です。
娘は5歳です。My daughter is 5 years old. My daughter, my fairy. My daughter is 5 years old.
娘は5歳です。
娘は5歳です。My daughter is 5 years old. Okay, we're doing good. 10 in a
娘は
row.
9歳です。
娘は9歳です。Not 9歳。9歳。娘は9歳です。My daughter is 9歳。My daughter is 9 years old. 娘は9歳です。ジョンとマリアは、relatives。親戚。ジョンとマリアは親戚です。How do you write John again? John, ミニよ。ジョンとマリアは親戚。What am I writing? 親戚。ジョンとマリアは親戚。it just wrote 親戚ですか automatically. No. ジョンとマリア。That was a close one. ジョンとマリアは親戚です。ただただI'm gonna hydrate myself. Is anybody still here? You should hydrate too, guys, if you're still here.
And remember, hydrate or die.
Hydrate or die. If you're wondering, if you've just come into the live stream and you didn't see the beginning, and you're wondering why I said that this is scary Ramune, it was because when I was in the shop, I found, wait for it, when I was buying this flavor of Ramune that I've never tried before, and it's surprisingly good, I saw this flavor. Sea Urchin Ramune. What? What is that? They squeeze it, right? They squeeze urchin juice. Gotta squeeze it. Okay. Let's keep going, shall we? Okay. Uni Ramune. Hi. Uni. Is that right? Uni? Let me just check out the pronunciation. Hold on a second. Sea urchin. How do we say sea urchin in Japanese?
ウニ、
Uni. Uni ramune desu. What is it? Like, why? Why is that even a thing? Uni ramune desu. This is crazy. I don't know, like, how this is a thing. Because I'm running out of Ramune flavors, Taresu-san. I'm running out of Ramune flavors. I've tried so many over the months. If we jump back in here, you can see all these different ones that we've tried. So this is not uni. This is Haskapu Ramune. It's quite good. Like, I'm going to rank this quite highly. It's definitely better than that horrible orange one. Can I keep scrolling? This is hard to scroll up. It's definitely better than peach. It's definitely better than pineapple. It's better than blueberry. It's better than that lemon one. It's better than the green tea one. Now, the green tea hata was surprisingly quite nice as well. Is it better than this apple? Maybe. Is it better than that apple? I don't know. But yeah, this honeysuckle Ramune is quite nice. And I had never seen it before. I went to the Aeon supermarket the other day, and they had a lot of flavors that we've already tried. And then I came across this one. I was like, oh, wow, what's that? I thought it was orange. I thought that it was orange. No, it is sea urchin. Why is that a thing? And I didn't try sea urchin flavor Ramune because I'm vegetarian, and who knows where they get their flavor from. Maybe they have like a sea urchin and they make like a tap. Maybe they pour out the sea urchin juice. Maybe they put it in a blender and grind it up. Like, how? It might be delicious. Like, I'm joking here about how disgusting sea urchin ramune sounds. I don't even know what sea urchin tastes like. It might be absolutely delicious. But I don't know, and I will never know. This is the first flavor of ramune I refuse to try. Sea urchin flavor. Okay, let's get back to Duolingo. It is, oh wow. 今、香港は3時頃にです。3時頃に。I will do one more family lesson, I think. It might be the same things again, but I do need to go out soon. So I think I will do one more family, and then we will call it a day, okay? But yeah, Haskapu Ramune is nice. Like, it is. There is no aftertaste. There's no weird flavor to it. And some of the Ramune drinks do have a weird taste to them. This is actually good stuff. If you ever see this one, you can try it. It's not bad at all. Not bad Ramune. And I'm at the bottom now, and it still tastes good. Like, sometimes when you start drinking it, at first sip, it tastes nice. And by the time you get to the end, you're like, no. This one is nice. Not a sponsor. Do you know who is a sponsor? My Twitter channel. As I've said, Twitter. Yeah, Twitter, not Twitch, Twitter. As I've said before, I would very much like it if all of my channels and things had the same number of people, which is why I keep telling people to unsubscribe from my Instagram. Unfollow. Don't follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter.com/AnthonyKelly Yip. They definitely are a sponsor today. Not a paid sponsor because it's just me. But if you're not following already on Twitter, please head over there. Okay, let's jump back into here. Okay, we have 娘、息子。Mato? No?
孫、
Mago. Mato is window. Mago, grandchild. Is that right? 娘、息子、孫、親戚. And this was in the article that we just read.
走り、
Hashiri. We were just reading an article over here talking about electric cars. 新しい電気自動車走りながら、充電できる車の研究。New research into charging electric cars. And it had that word, 走り。走り。
走り、
走り. Okay. So, 孫
孫、
is grandchild, I believe. 息子
息子、
son. 走り. Don't forget that.
走り、
To run or to go, to run, I guess. 親戚 relative.
親戚、
娘
娘、
娘. Okay,
お
let's keep
孫さ
going.
んがいますか？
お孫さん。Oh, お孫さんはおが
お孫さんがいますか？
Do you have any grandchildren? No, I don't. Do you have grandchildren? How do we
お
say that
孫さ
again?
んがいますか？
お孫さんがいますか? Do you have grandchildren? お孫さんがいますか? 両親親戚 Oh, you could say that one. 親戚がいますか? Do you have any relatives? 家族がいますか? Do you have a family? My uncle and aunt live in Kyoto. I can't remember my uncle and aunt. Okasan? Obasan? Which one is which? I don't remember which one is which. Okay, which one sounds like an uncle? Which one sounds Obasan? Okasan? Obasan? Okasan? Obasan? Obasan, maybe uncle. Like baba, father. It sounds male. So let's try this. O ba a. Is it an a? Obasan. No, is it male or female? Obasan. Is that right? Obasan. Or is it Obasan? With a longer sound, doesn't it become like grandparents? Obasan. To. Okasan? None of this is coming like I think this is wrong. I think I'm completely wrong because I'm just going to write it. I'm completely wrong because the predictive keyboard here is not like predicting what I'm saying. So I've got to be wrong here. Obasan to okasan wa. This is completely wrong. Kyo u to ni sun de imasu. Okay. Oh. Ochi to oba. Ochi. Oba. Ochi. Oba. Ochi is uncle. To oba wa Kyoto に住んでいます。ochi. Ochi. Oba. Oba. Is that right?
彼は兄が2人います。
彼は
兄が2人います。
兄が2人います。He has one older brother.2人 two. 1人2人 He has two older brothers. And we are back to counting confusing me. Like, forget me not remembering auntie and uncle because, like, I'll practice for a week and I'll remember it. That will be fine. But things like this, where it's like, 彼は how do I even say it?
彼は兄が2人います。
彼は兄が2人います。I still struggle to get my head around the word order of counting things. And it is going to take a lot of practice. I think over the coming week, I should add counting to my list of things. So I need to do checkpoint 2, but I need to focus on counting family 1, family 2. 1 week. Get good. He has 4 siblings. 彼は兄弟が4人います。Right? 彼は兄弟兄弟が4人います。彼は兄弟が4人います。Is this the kanji rubbish again? Is this the kanji rubbish? 彼は兄弟が4人います。It's the kanji again. Just because I wrote it as a 4. Right? Is that kanji being annoying? 彼は兄弟が4人います。Report. My answer should have been accepted. Hitting the report button makes me feel better.
いとこの母は私のおばです。
Hello, Ore. How are you doing? It's nice to see you here. Oh, you missed all of the fun. Do you know what you missed, Silva? You missed me doing an NHK style Japanese news report. You missed sea urchin flavor ramune. You missed me forgetting a whole lot of family member names. And you missed me getting angry at Duolingo. Not really angry. How are you doing though? I hope you're doing good. It's nice to see you today. You are joining us close to the end of our stream. When that green line at the top gets over to the right, then we will be finishing up. But thank you so much for coming anyway. Are you doing okay? I didn't even listen to what this little person said. Hold on.
いとこの母は私のおばです。
I can't remember what itoko means. Itoko no haha wa watashi no oba desu. Oh, I could. It's a very rude of time to exist. It is rude of time zones to exist as well. But don't worry, I've got you covered. It will be. I'm going to put this onto YouTube, and you can see my news report later on. I'm not plugging the YouTube channel or anything, but the news report was fun. So what I will do is I'm going to upload it to YouTube tomorrow, and I'll put a timestamp, and you could just jump straight to my news report. Itoko. Okay, I'm going to logic my way through this because it says something no haha wa watashi no oba-san desu. So oba-san is aunt. So it's going to be cousin, isn't it? Itoko is going to be cousin. My cousin's mother is my aunt. Itoko no oba-san wa watashi no oba. Hold on a second. Plug your YouTube if you want. This is your Twitch channel. Nobody can stop you. I'm going to stop me because the YouTube channel actually has more followers than the Twitch channel. So I'm trying to get people to unsubscribe from the YouTube and to follow on Twitch so we can get the same number. And they're not listening. So, yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Itoko no haha wa watashi no oba desu. My father has 3 grandchildren. Chichi wa mago, mago. Chichi wa mago ga 3人います。父は孫が3人います。And we're going to change that 3 to a kanji 3 so that Duolingo doesn't play silly devils. 父は孫が3人います。Thank you so much. You got to subscribe. The YouTube is hiding over here. But I haven't uploaded it yet, okay? I haven't uploaded the video yet because if you're live streaming on Twitch and if you're a Twitch affiliate, you can't live stream to YouTube at the same time. And you have to wait 24 hours before you can upload a video to YouTube. So, like, I'm going to have to upload this tomorrow night. So, sometime tomorrow evening, Hong Kong time, I will upload it. Otherwise, we'll break the rules. And we don't want to break the rules.
おじは62歳です。
おじは6えああ6
おじは62歳です。
62歳です。Uncle is 62 years old.
おじは62歳です。
おじ
おじ
は6
6 12
の62歳
歳
です。です。です。です。です。
です。
おじは62歳です。Uncle is 62 years young. My grandson is 9 years old. 私の孫。Wait, is there a difference between grandson and granddaughter? Like grandchildren is 孫, right? 孫は9歳です。Let's just say that. 孫は9歳。Oh, did I write that wrong? Q. How do you write Q? Hey. Mystic Aura, thank you so much for subscribing. That's really kind of you. Oh my goodness, that came from nowhere. Thank you so much. Let me just throw some subscription thanks into the chat. Wait, that was just 2? There should be more. There definitely should be more. Thank you. Hold on. More subscription thanks. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Magoa. How do I write Q? Q. 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 歳です。孫は9歳です。
いとこは20歳です。
いとこは
いとこは20歳です。
Hold on a second. Was that the YouTube subscription? Was that you subscribing over on YouTube? I think it was, wasn't it?
いとこは20歳です。
That wasn't a Twitch subscription. That was a YouTube subscription, wasn't it? いとこは
いとこは20歳です。
いとこは Oh, いとこ is cousin. いとこ
いとこは
はい
とこは20歳です。
20歳です。I don't know how to tell the difference between YouTube subscriptions. すっとば Oh, it was you. Thank you so much for the YouTube subscription. Thank you. Hold on a second. おはよう。おはようている。おはよう。はい。こんにちは。今、香港は、ここ。Thank you for the follow. スタバ。Thank you so much for following. スタバ。スタバさん。スタバさん。ありがとうございます。Thank you so much for following. It's very kind of you. Yeah, it is afternoon here in Hong Kong. It is coming up to 3:15 in the afternoon here. So, こんにちは。Yeah, I live in Hong Kong. 今、香港に住んでいます。イギリス人です。イギリス出身です。What was this?
いとこは20歳です。
いとこは20歳です。20歳
いとこは20歳です。
What was that word?
いとこは20歳です。
Oh, 20歳. Is that this one?
20歳です。
Yeah, this is the weird one. 20 years old. 20歳. Why? Why is 20 years old 20歳?
いとこは20歳です。
Is there something like special about 20 that 20 gets its own word? Like I understand like 一人、二人, like first or second getting its own special word. Why does 20 get a special word? Does anybody know? いとこは20歳です. Why does 20 get its own word? Super impressive.
兄
Okay,
弟
let's
が
leave it.
2人います。
兄弟は、兄弟が
兄弟が2人います。
2人、1人、2人います。I have two siblings. 兄弟が2人います。I have two siblings. お姉さんが1人います。
おばは58歳です。
おばは
おばは58歳です。
おばは58歳です。58歳です。Auntie, my aunt is 58歳。58 years old. Right?
おばは58歳です。
おばは
は
58
18歳
歳で。
ですす。
おばは58歳です。My aunt is 58 years old. Okay. Oh, Silver says that 20 is the traditional coming of age. I think 20 is a good age to be coming of age. In the UK, we would often think of it as being 18. Like 18 years old is when you're officially an adult in the UK. And when you are 18, you can basically do anything, right? Like in the UK, if you are 18 years old, you can go out and get drunk, you can smoke, you can go drive and crash a car and do all of those things that 18-year-olds might do. And I was a good 18-year-old. But I know that in some places those ages are different. Like I think in America you can't drink until you're 21. Is that right? But like in the UK, you could go to a bar when you're 18 years old. To be honest, I was a bit of an idiot when I was 18. Maybe 20 should be the coming of age. 20 was the age Japanese citizens could vote, but that's since been lowered to 18. Okay, so 20 years old was originally called hatachi in ancient. Oh, wow, there's so much information here. Thank you for being here, guys. Okay, so Sutaba says originally 20 years old was called hatachi in ancient Japan, but kanji characters were later introduced and applied to it. So the kanji is different. So it was already called hatachi before the kanji was introduced. 20 was the age that you could vote before. Now that's been lowered to 18. Okay. I'll try to remember. I will try.
おじの娘は私のいとこです。
Say that again.
おじの娘は私のいとこです。
My uncle's daughter is my cousin. おじの娘は私の How do you say cousin again? いとこです。おじの娘は私のいとこです。I'm kind of embarrassed that I knew the word musume before I learned Japanese. Thanks to Morningu musume. Okay. Uncles, or my uncles, I would say. My uncle's cousin is my uncle's cousin? What am I writing? My uncle's daughter is my cousin. Okay, we got it. This special way of reading kanji is called jukuji-kun. Jukuji-kun. Hold on a second. Jukuji-kun. Is that? I'm just looking at jukuji-kun. Special kanji reading. That's interesting because juku is jukuji-kun. Juku means like ripe, sok in Cantonese, because I live in Hong Kong and yeah, I know the Cantonese. So, see. Okay, jukuji-kun. I'll try to remember. I can't even read the Chinese very well. Okay, so yeah, does that word apply to all kanji with a special reading? So if there's any kanji word where there is a special way of saying it, then this is jukuji-kun. Okay, yes, the kanji compound. Okay, jukuji-kun. Thank you. It is so useful having you here. Thank you for being here. 彼女は姉が something 言います。I love these options here. Futari, is that right? Oh, so hitori, futari. Is that also a jukuji-kun? Is that the same thing? Wait, how do I pronounce that? Give me a second to just get the pronunciation.
熟児くん。
Jukuji-kun. Jukuji-kun. So like hitori, futari, is that also a jukuji-kun?
彼は兄弟が4人います。
彼は
彼は兄弟が4人います。
He has 4 kyodai. Now, in Chinese, 兄弟, kyodai, means brothers, but I'm guessing, like from Duolingo, it seems that kyodai is used for like brothers and sisters. Is that right? Oh yeah, okay. So Silver says that kyo is also the same kind of thing. It's also a jukujikun. Yeah, because these are two characters together, but you say kyo. This, like the kanji with the different readings, is one of the harder parts for me for learning Japanese. Especially because like I'm used to Chinese where there are sometimes different readings of words, but it's kind of rare that the same word has multiple different readings. But in Japanese, there's a lot. There's a lot. This is a result of Japan's active adoption of foreign languages and characters. Ima and hai is equal to kyo somehow. Ima and hi, sorry, is kyo. Somehow. Yeah, like because Chinese kanji characters are ideographic in nature and they won't necessarily match with what you're trying to say, especially if you're trying to say it in another language. And like in Korea, I believe that they also used to use a mix of kanji characters with Korean language as well. I believe I'm giving secondhand information here, but it seems that that has been kind of removed from their language since. And now, if you travel to Korea, you'll see just like Korean sentences with no kanji mixed in. But I believe, I might be wrong, that Korean used to have Chinese kanji characters mixed in as well. Maybe. Forgive me if I'm giving out bad information. I'll just shut up. 彼は兄弟が4人います。He has 4 siblings. Dividends. Siblings. In Chinese, there is a word for siblings which is 兄弟姊妹. 兄弟 is the same as 兄弟. 姊妹 is like 姉妹. So in Cantonese, they would say 兄弟姉妹 to mean siblings. Elder brother, elder sister, younger sister. 兄弟姊妹. Okay, I have been working hard.
おじとおばは京都に住んでいます。
おじとおばは京都に住んでいます。My uncle and aunt live in Kyoto.
おじとおばは京都に住んでいます。
Yeah, my uncle first. My uncle and aunt live in Kyoto. I've been to Kyoto once, like well, how many years ago now? Maybe 5 years ago. And it was very nice. We stayed in a townhouse, in like an old style Kyoto townhouse that had been converted into a hotel. And it was really nice.
孫息子は9歳です。
Oh, mago musuko, granddaughter. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just have a look back at the chat. It's the idea of kanji, but nothing to do with the reading of them. Yeah, alright. It's so I guess like you just remember them. But to be honest, like we do that anyway. Like even with English language, if you see the number 1, right? And the Arabic number 1 is the idea of a number 1. It's not a reading of it. You see the number 1 and you say 1. But you see the characters 1, 1, and you would say 11, right? You see 1 ST and you say first. So I don't know why this is hard for my brain to get used to because we're used to it in English, right? You see 1, 1 and you see 11 and your brain does just get it right. So I'm hoping that one day, oh, Streamlabs is going crazy over there. I'm hoping that one day that I will be able to immediately know what the correct reading is without thinking about it, in the same way that we can in English numbers. In recent years, there have been a number of young people who don't understand Chinese characters because Chinese character education is not widely practiced in Korea. I believe that was a deliberate thing, that they are trying to, uh, or that they tried to previously, just focus on Korean language rather than Chinese characters. 11 and 12 are actually very similar to Hatachi. I know, right? Like, because in English, if you think, so for me, I speak English and Cantonese, and 11 is 10-1, 12 is 10-2, 13 is 10-3. But the idea of having a separate word, 11, or a separate word, 12, it doesn't really link up very well with the Arabic numeral system that we're using. But people just get used to it, and people just accept that 1-1 is 11. It's not 1 teen, right? 12 is not 2 teen. Hold on a second. Ore says Hangul is an amazing writing system. Hangul is absolutely amazing. It is said that you can learn Korean writing in like a couple of weeks if you try hard. And maybe you can. Like, it is phonetic. It is very, very consistent. And it is not hard to put the characters together. It is arguably a lot easier to learn Korean writing than it is to learn Japanese writing or Chinese writing or even English. That said, I have problems with Korean pronunciation, in particular vowel sounds, like those EOs and those I can't. The I can't. I can't. Every time I try to speak Korean, it sounds kind of wrong. Okay then.
孫息子は9歳です。
孫息子は9歳です。My grandson. Also, it's 孫息子 grandson. 孫娘 granddaughter は9歳です。My grandson is 9 years old. Right? Right. Silver says, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it's possible. I'm not saying that you could like study Korean for 2 weeks and that you would just be able to like remember it forever. But I mean that the amount of time that I had to put into learning hiragana and katakana, and until now still kanji, is fairly high. And I have that slight advantage as well, in that, like, I live in Hong Kong. I see Chinese characters all the time. I can read a fair amount of Chinese characters. And because of that, like, it's a little bit easier for me to recognize the characters. But even then, and even with the like limited number of kanji that there are in daily usage in Japanese, it's still hard work. It is. But there are apps to help us. Let's keep going. Oh, I was waiting for it to say something. Hey, we've already done this one. Okay. O ba ochi to o ba wa ochi to o ba wa. Should we write this in kanji? Let's have a look here. Ochi to o ba wa Kyoto kiyo to ochi to o ba wa Kyoto に住んでいます。 おじとおばは京都に住んで、Oh, we've got kanji. Okay, we haven't studied these yet. But we've got kanji here. おじとおばは京都に住んでいます。We will see whether Duolingo will allow us to use this kanji. It will. Okay, then. And I can recognize these kanji, even though it's not the same as we would use in Cantonese. It's close enough. He has 4 siblings. 彼は兄弟が4人います。Right? 彼は兄弟が4人います。And we are 彼は兄弟が we're going to change 4 to kanji in case Duolingo is being stupid. います。Yay, we got it. We got it. Sejong the Great really knew what he was doing. Oh, is Sejong the Great the one who implemented the Hangul writing system? Is that right? Okay. We are done. Finally, 今3時半です。I do need to be going out soon. I'm very sorry to leave you guys here. I'm going to very quickly have a look to see if anybody we know is streaming right now. I don't know if anybody is because we are coming to an end. And I am going to have to run away. No, nobody we know is streaming right now. Okay, then we will leave that for this week. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys. Remember, I will be streaming again this time next week. We stream Hong Kong time every Monday at 1:30 p.m. And it's been really good having everybody here. I look forward to seeing you next time. Over the coming week, I do also do some Pokemon Go live streams. I didn't do any last week because I was a little bit unwell last week. But during the coming week, I will try to do some more Pokemon Go live streams. And I'm also going to try to do some IRL streams in Hong Kong, walking around. Maybe sometime in the coming week, we will be going to the Peak. As in Victoria Peak, as in the famous hillside that you see in Hong Kong. That's the plan. I'm not sure yet. I am hoping to do that soon. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much for subscribing over on YouTube as well, Ore. I will try to upload the video tomorrow and you can see my NHK news read for this week. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.